There are so many bowling balls that come and go, so it can be extremely hard to keep up, and we as bowlers will often miss out on a lot of releases. There's well over 100 bowling balls released each year, and you can't buy them all, so it's inevitable that there's going to be some very good balls that you miss out on. Plus, the new releases often come in batches where you have about 8 balls released pretty much at once. The life cycle of bowling balls also has become a lot shorter. The exception to that is a ball that is consistently selling really well year after year. Examples of this are balls like the High Road, Phase 2, Purple Hammer, the Venom Shock as well, just to name a few, but generally it seems that a ball will have a shelf life of around a year, although sometimes it can be even less. After that, it will become discontinued. Now the brands have announced some more bowling balls that will be discontinued, and these are on the screen right now. There are some surprises in here and some really good balls, which is why I wanted to make this video to highlight 3 balls that you should really pick up before it's too late. Now, just before we start, I want to mention that I am totally independent and not affiliated with any ball brand, so these are all just my own opinions. Let's start with ball number 1, the Attention Star. Now this one surprised me a lot because it really was one of the standout balls of 2024 and was a contender for Ball of the Year. I didn't actually throw one, but I've seen these used on a variety of conditions by bowlers, and it always catches my eye. It seemed to be a ball that was very forgiving and one that I'm sure would do extremely well on most house shots in particular. As for why it's being discontinued, there could be several reasons. Firstly, there could be something else coming to replace it. Yes, they did bring out the S2, but I still think the original was far superior anyway. Or it could be that sales are just not high enough. Whatever the reason, it's a real shame to see a ball this good being discontinued, and if you have missed out, now is your chance to grab one. I suspect there will also be people who already have one who will want to pick up a second. Next up, number 2 is the Hammer New Blue. Hammer are discontinuing the New Blue, which caused a bit of a stir when it was released in November 2023, as it was released essentially in response to the PBA's urethane rules. It's essentially meant to mimic urethane without actually being urethane, and was an attempt to recreate the Purple Hammer but to get around the PBA's rules on hardness. Now, I will say that to me this ball is not the same as the purple, but that doesn't make it bad. It's actually a fantastic ball when you use it on the right conditions. It can be a real house shot killer, as it does what it says on the tin. It provides an extremely smooth and predictable reaction. It does give you that urethane reaction, but it definitely feels like it has that extra strength of a reactive, especially when it hits the pins. Again, on dry lanes it performs really well. Where the ball struggles can be on sport shots, in my opinion. I personally found that when you have a fair amount of oil on the lanes, the ball just skids. It doesn't hook early enough like the purple, and it was interesting because it basically hardly seemed to get used on the PBA, but I can see why. The problem with it too was that it just lane shined very quickly, so you have to keep on top of the surface. I found that as soon as it lane shined, you just got too much skid. But if you maintain the surface, it definitely helped, and I personally love this ball, and it just gives you something different for sure. I'm not sure whether this would be in my bag for every single tournament, it really depends on the house, but for leagues, definitely. This ball has helped me out a lot in league since I got it at release, so much so that I actually have 2. I would definitely recommend picking this one up before it goes. At number 3, we have the Brunswick Ethos Hybrid. The Ethos Hybrid was released at the end of 2024, and I picked one up a few months ago. I haven't used Brunswick balls for some time, but I really love this ball. It's just solid and dependable. It's a ball I can turn to when I just need something smooth and predictable, but it still packs a big punch. Now, Brunswick did release the Ethos Solid in June this year, and I'm eager to try that one out too. It's a shame to see this one going, and Brunswick have been coming out with some really great releases. For example, the Eyes line that featured balls like Vaporize, Mesmerize, Hypnotize, and now the newly announced Energize. The Ethos line likewise is excellent, and I'm sorry to see this one go. The original Ethos was released in 2023. That was a pearl. Then we had the hybrid and now the solid. So it will be interesting to see what might happen next with the Ethos line. I really like this ball and I think it's definitely worth having it in your bag. So those were my top 3 picks out of the balls that have just been announced that will be discontinued. And I'll just read out the full list for you because there are some there that might interest you. And here is me throwing one of them, the Hammer Anger. Also going from Hammer is the 3D Offset Assault. For Storm, the Road Warrior and the Phase AI are going. Motive, the Jackal Crimson and Pride Liberty. Brunswick, the Ivory Rhino Pro. Ebonite Real Time and Radical No Doubt. So some really good balls in there that are definitely worth picking up at what will be a reduced price. But let me know in the comment section which ball you're most sad about being discontinued. Well, that's going to bring us to an end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed this one. And if you'd like to see more videos just like this, maybe some specific ball review videos, let me know in the comment section below. And if you have enjoyed what you've seen here today, I would really appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button below. Well, that's going to do it from me for today. And as always, thank you, bowling fans, and see you all next time.